Hi, I'm Chelsea Childs, and today the purpose of my briefing is to convince you to become an organ donor. 110,179 is the number of people on the current waiting list for an organ. 23,995 is the total number of organs donated in the year 2010. As you can see, the numbers don't really match up. Donating your organs is the most selfless act you can do for another human being, allowing their lives to flourish after years of waiting for the gift of life. I was recently plagued with this issue while watching a TV show, and I have to admit I never realized just how serious the issue was before then. So my goal today is to help educate you on just how important and easy it is to donate. I hope you will walk away from this speech with a donor card in your wallet and the information to educate others that you know to become an organ donor as well. I want to start by talking to you about the basics of being an organ donor, give you some background information, and tell you who and what you can donate. The first organ transplant was done in 1954. One twin gave his kidney to his twin brother, and it was the first successful one, saving his life. The organ transplant actually begins once a person has been classified as brain dead, according to organdonor.gov. Then from there, they have 6 to 72 hours to actually transplant what organ they are moving from that body to the person that is being donated to. Who and what you can donate. Currently, there are 6 organs that you can donate. Your kidneys, your heart, your lungs, your liver, your pancreas, and your intestines, along with several other things that can be donated, tissues, bone marrow, things of that nature. Another kind of concern for organ donation is people often think, I'm too young or I'm too old, but this is not true. You can be any age, relatively a newborn, or you could be a 90-year-old. According to organdonor.gov, the most important thing is the health that you kept your body in. If you were a drinker, your liver may not be able to be donated versus somebody who didn't drink. Their liver would be the better choice for the donation. Now that you have some background information on organ donation, I want to talk to you about why it's a good idea. First off, the big thing that comes to play why it's a good idea is because you're giving the gift of life to someone who has waited years for a transplant. If you're a kidney patient, you have spent several years of your life going to dialysis, which is a lengthy process. So the big main thing of why it's a good idea to donate your organ is because you are giving the life. Some of the hard facts of donations are as follows. Every day, 18 people die while waiting for a transplant of a vital organ, such as a heart, a liver, kidney, pancreas, lung, or bone marrow. Because of the lack of available donors in this country, 4,573 kidney patients, 1,506 liver patients, 371 heart patients, and 234 lung patients died in 2008 while waiting for life-saving organ transplants. Nearly 10% of the patients currently waiting for heart transplants are young people under the age of 18 years. Acceptable organ donors can range in any age from newborn to 65 years or more. People who are 65 years of age and older may be acceptable donors, particularly of concerns skin, bone, and for total body donation. An estimated 12,000 people who die each year meet the criteria for organ donation, but less than half of that number become actual organ donors. Donor organs are matched to waiting recipients by a national computer registry called the National Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network, OPTN. This computer registry is operated by an organization known as the United Network for Organ Sharing, UNOS, which is located in Richmond, Virginia. All of this according to nationalkidneyfoundation.com. As you can see, donating your organs is a pretty serious situation that's not really being talked about. Some of the myths that come along with donating your organs is that you can have an open casket funeral, which is not true. After they remove the organs that you donated, they will close you up so that you can have an open casket funeral so that your family can have the closure that they need. Now that you know the background on why organ donation is a good idea, I'm going to tell you how you can become a donor. It's an easy 3-step process. As you can see here, I've printed out an organ donation card, and it basically has just some simple information on it here. Right here is the date, You check the box up here, you put your signature, and then some witnesses. It's a pretty easy process, but I'm going to break it down for you further so that you know exactly how to do it. The first thing you need to do is register with your state donor registry. It's pretty easy. There should be a website for each state. Each state has a different rules and things that go along with it, but if you Google the organ donor registry for your state, you'll find the information that you need to. After you've registered with your state donor registry, you just need to designate your decision on your driver's license. Just go into your local DMV and have that box on your driver's license checked saying that you are an organ donor. 3, sign your donor card and carry it in your wallet until you are designated on the donor registry list with your state. It's a pretty simple process, and in the process of that, you can help save somebody else's life if yours is to end abruptly, which is sad, but at the same time, you're giving the gift of life to somebody who has been waiting for years. Now that you are qualified to make the important decision of becoming an organ donor, I want to leave you with a few words. To make a gift, grant, or contribution of something, give, contribute. This is the definition of donation, and a powerful way of describing what being an organ donor means, except you are not giving something. When you give an organ, you are giving a life. Thank you, and goodbye.